Welcome back to another episode of Just One Fern. Lucas and I here today, and it's been a shitty week for me. It's been really terrible. We'll get into it. There's a lot I have to discuss. Lucas, how have you been?
Aaron, remember last week when I said fuck today?
Yes.
Fuck today.
Fuck today.
Okay, fuck
Mhm.
today.
Indeed. And I
But-
couldn't agree more.
You know, that's why it's that much worse, because we gotta double on fuck joke going on. I don't know. I want you to
I have no
go
idea.
ahead. Tell me what's going on with you right now. I don't want to.
Well, Lucas, there's so much, but the main reason I'm the most upset, I've had the most stressful week, is because of my soccer team. And you would never think, right? Like what?
Soccer
like
drama.
you'd think, okay, soccer, it's just something fun that's going on. Not when you're me, apparently. So this goes back to last week.
Mm-hmm.
Last Tuesday, not like 3 days ago, like the Tuesday before that, we had a soccer game, and I asked all of my players, hey, are you guys in for next season? And they all said yes. And so I was like,
Cool.
cool, I'm going to sign us up. I sign us up. I pay the team fee. That's important for later. I pay the team fee to sign us up, thinking, all right, cool, we're good to go. Now, 3 days ago or 2 days ago, on Tuesday, right? We have our last game of the outdoor season. And I'm there, I'm talking with the guys. About an hour before the game, one of my players who's on the way with a bunch of people says, hey, by the way, for next season, I'm out. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, me, and he listed off 3 other guys on our team.
Oh, fuck.
He's like, we're making our own team.
The fuck?
And I was furious. I was so mad. I was like, what do you mean you're making your own team? He's like, it's just like a bonding thing. It's just a bunch of us from work that are going to like make our own team and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, you could have told me a long time ago so that we would be able to find people, blah, blah, blah. And so he tells me that, whatever. So I'm like kind of panicking. We have our game. We lose terribly. And this is how mad I was. We played, lost. I picked up my stuff and left. I didn't shake hands with anyone. I was so
oh my god!
pissed.
Like as soon as the timer went off,
I left. I was so mad.
Wow.
I was kind of, honestly, I was glad we got destroyed. We got our asses kicked.
Why were you glad? Why would you be glad about that?
Because I wanted them to feel pain.
Oh, the other people on the team?
Yes. I wanted them to feel pain because honestly, we lost not because of everyone else, because they think they're better than everyone, but they're not. And so it's just very upsetting.
Well, it's always bullshit.
But this is where it gets 10 times worse. Okay. So I then now have to try and find people. Now I'm new to Nashville. I don't know a lot of people. So I'm like trying my best to contact the very little, like small list of people that I have to contact to be like, hey, do you know anyone that could play soccer like on our team? Like I already paid the fucking team fee. I need to figure this out. We find a few more players. Cool. So, and then yesterday I get I messaged our group. I'm like, hey, for everyone that's playing with us this coming season, please pay your part of the fee today if you can.
Right.
3 more people in the group chat message, hey, I'm out for this season.
What? Oh, come on.
So then
you're down 6 guys now?
We 7. Down 7.
7? How big is the team?
Our team originally was like, what was it? It was originally like around like 10, 11 guys. But I knew already, I knew way ahead. I knew way ahead that one of them was gone. Like that was fine. I knew one of them was leaving.
Okay.
So that was cool.
They let you know.
But the other 7, it was like 2 days beforehand. So these 3 guys message, hey, we're not playing, leaves. So then I message the 2 other guys that are on the team that it's just us now. And I was like, hey, I think we just need to call it because I don't know anyone. You guys don't know anyone. We're fucked. And they were like, damn, that sucks. That's really sucks because I wanted to play. And I was like, yeah, I know, it fucking sucks. So I emailed the league and I go, hey, we can't play anymore. We don't have enough guys. Can you please take our team off the list and refund me the deposit? And I get an email back from them that says, so sorry to hear that. We cannot refund you.
Why not?
And I said, what do you mean you can't refund me? And she sends a screenshot of the refund policy, and it says within a week of the start of the season, you cannot get a refund. And so I emailed her back, and I became a goddamn Karen. I was so I'm honestly not ashamed of this because I was so mad. I was like, I paid $150 deposit for this team, and you're not going to refund me when we're not playing anymore? That is unbelievable. You have to be kidding.
That is ridiculous.
So, like,
well, is it within a week of the next season?
Yeah, it starts on Tuesday. But I had signed us up last Tuesday, and then everyone never fucking told me that they couldn't play, and it all spiraled. And then now it's left on me that I'm either going to be paying $150 to not play in a league, or no, honestly, that's it. Because even if I find another team, I'm still paying over the amount. Because I paid the
because
deposit.
They need to join another team. Oh, because the deposit and then there's more?
Yeah.
To pay?
Well, no. So the deposit for a team is $150. I had to pay that to get us on the list of teams that are going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Individual fees are around like $65.
Oh.
So I paid $65 and then the additional to equal $150 after that.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought, my team will pay and we'll cover that $150, but then my team fucking left. So no, it didn't work out.
So wait, could you just play as just you?
That's
you
what
and
I
two
was.
Other guys.
Honestly, that's what I'm gonna have to figure out at this point. I need to figure out if I can join as a free agent.
If you already paid the money, fuck it.
Yeah, if I'm play. I don't know. I can either be a free agent, hopefully. I have to ask all these questions. Can I be a free agent? Or can you give me the names of like all the captains of different teams? And I'm just going to email them and be like, hey, can I play with you? Because like at this point, if I cannot get a refund, I'm playing for someone else. Like I need to figure that out because I'm furious.
You already paid the money.
I paid so much for this league that I'm not going to play in. That's fucked up.
That is fucked up. Well, I also don't understand, like, if you just paid for it, like you just like
it was literally on Tuesday. It was 2 days ago. I paid it, and they can't just refund me today.
You paid it on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, I paid the rest of the deposit. So I paid my $65 2 weeks ago, and then they were like, "Hey, you need the rest of the team deposit." And I was like, "That's weird. My team should have paid it already." And then I paid it again to make sure we saved our spot.
And then how soon after did you request the refund?
Today.
2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Within 2 days, they won't give you a refund.
Correct.
That's bullshit. That's what the fuck? Like I get, okay, it's within the week, and technically that's their policy.
It's a terrible policy. First of all, it's a terrible policy. It should there should be an asterisk. Hey, if your team fucks you over, we'll refund you. Like that should be in there.
Right.
That's ridiculous. So now I have to figure out.
Did you explain your situation to this person?
I did. I said, hey,
what'd they say?
My team left. And let's see. I'm going to pull up my email that I sent. And let me see if you think that this is reasonable. I said, hello, I have a team registered for this upcoming indoor men's soccer league. I just had a bunch of people on my team quit. So I'm going to have to pull our team from the league. Myself and a teammate of mine are the only two people who have paid anything. I hope that you can refund us as I paid the entire $150 deposit and I cannot afford to not have that refunded. Please let me know if there's anything else you need from me. And then she said, as per our refund policy, unfortunately, you are not eligible for a refund. And I messaged back, I'm sorry, but I need that money back. The two of us, I said, the two of us literally cannot afford to not have that money refunded, especially if we are no longer playing in this league. It doesn't make sense. Is there any way you can make an exception? I sent that at 1:46 p.m. today. I have not heard back. And the thing is, I'm gonna like I don't have many choices here, and it sucks because like I genuinely like all the guys from my team, even the 4 guys that left to like make their own team. Like I
Right.
don't hate them. I'm just fucking pissed at them because like they should have told me for so
Well,
long
that's
ago.
on them for
It's
not
not the
saying
fact that
something.
they're making another team. It's the fact that they didn't tell me way sooner.
When you specifically asked, is
Exactly.
everybody doing this?
Yes, exactly.
Like you made a point to be like, hey, listen, this is like your chance to tell me
Mm-hmm.
if you're making another team
Mm-hmm.
without me in it.
Exactly. So it's honestly, it's bullshit. That's the main reason why my week has sucked. I have 3 options. Okay. First is, and this is all dependent on the league now. So like it has nothing to do with any of my teammates anymore. It's me versus the league that won't refund me. Right. So like how come they get to go play soccer and I have to have a duel with the league? Like how did that happen? How did this occur where all of a sudden I'm in a fight with the league and I'm not even playing and they get to just go have fun and play soccer?
That's
I don't
not
get
bad.
So I can
So
either
what kind of league is this?
it's a
just like an
shitty
amateur-
league. It's a shitty league. It's an adult soccer league. And I'm like, why do I have to pay so much money first of all for
Why
this
do they give a
shitty league?
shit? Why
Yeah.
do they care so much?
It's incredibly annoying. But yeah, I can either see if I can be a free agent and anyone can
Right.
sign up with me, or I message the guys that are making their own team and say, hey, could you just add me? Because like I need somewhere to go and you fucked me over. So you kind of owe me
Right.
by letting me play with you. So like
Honestly, that's a solid option. If do you guys get along?
yeah. Because like I said, I don't hate them. I don't think they were being malicious in any way. I just think they were being very, what's the fucking word? They weren't thinking about my feelings. What's the word for that?
Oh, so it's not really self-centered, but it's just like non-empathetic,
Yeah, there's a specific word and it's
There
fucking
is a
killing
word
me
for
because
this,
I know
yeah.
that there's a word for it and I can't think of it right now. I have fury brain. My brain is on fire right now. I feel like I'm in the depths of hell burning right now.
You feel like Armand when somebody's 1 minute late.
Yes. I feel like Armand when they say you can't put boobs on the campus walls.
They just weren't being very proactive about what was going on, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they kind of fucked you over from that
I'm sorry, but
process.
this word is going to kill me. Yeah, no, it's fucking shitty. And that's the bottom line. I'm going to have to ask them. But here's what I'm also worried about. And sorry, this is becoming a whole thing. I've been talking about this for way too long now. But if I ask my like former teammates now if I can join them, I don't know if that money that I already paid can be transferred over to that. Like that's going to be a whole hassle too. I have to figure out if they'll let me do that.
Or like, what if they've already paid that team fee? You know,
I think they must have already.
Right. So if they don't do refunds, they're not going to refund you like that.
True.
You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
So I think only that 65 would go towards them. Would go towards yourself, and you'd be out in the remainder.
Mm-hmm.
Which is better,
but
still better.
Yeah, it's better. But either way, I'm being absolutely screwed with this whole situation, and it has been stressing me the fuck out the past 3 days. It has been so like I haven't been able to focus on anything because of this shit. Like I'm so mad, and it's from a rec soccer league. Why is this causing me so much stress? Like I literally said this earlier today. I'm like, I'm never being the captain of a team again, like of a rec league team. Never. Someone else is dealing with this shit, not me. Like I can't do it.
That's too bad. Like that just sucks. Like
yeah,
fuck that.
Yeah,
fuck the team. What were you guys called, by the way?
The Outsiders. Because none of us were from Nashville.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yep. So we'll see what happens. I might. And another, you know what I did? I did when I was being petty, because we all have that moment when we're just like, how could I really fuck them over? And I thought I would apply to be a ref in the league and make
just, like,
sure that I'm the ref for their game every single week and never let them win. Never.
give them
Even if
all
they're
the
up by
wrong
10, I'm
calls.
calling the calls completely on them.
Yeah, that didn't count because you well, you passed forward to yourself, and that's not allowed.
Yeah, exactly. It's
What?
what?
Wait, what? That's not.
That's not a rule. See, and the thing is, like, I know them. They'd get so mad. It'd be great. That'd be
And you
really,
go,
that is that's
didn't know
in
you
my
had your
back
handbook
pocket.
on you. Didn't know you had your handbook on you. Can you show me? Oh, looks like you don't have a handbook on you. Well, I have mine on me, and mine says that. Well, fuck you. That's what mine says. Fuck you.
I opened to the first page. Fuck you. But yeah, I think that's in my back pocket. That's
That's a great. I love that move. That's a good move.
that's a really good, like, that'd be an amazing story too. Like, hey, these guys made this other team, so I just applied to be a ref and I fucked them over. Like, that's kind of badass. That's like a mafia move almost. Like, that's something
Yeah,
a
it is.
mafia would do. Because it's
Dude,
like,
if you do that, I will pay somebody to film it.
because that's the
out of
thing
pocket.
is, it won't be a situation where, like, I could just call them and be like, hey, fuck you guys. You fucked me
Right.
over. You screwed me over and I'm pissed. It would be just like I'd be so fake to them and I'd be really nice. Like, I'd show up in gear, like ready to play, and they'd be like, what are you doing? And then I'd put on my ref jersey in front of them, be like, oh, I'm reffing. And just see their faces go like, and like let the fear set in, because they know what they did.
Be like, oh, you don't want me to play on your team?
Weird.
Well, that actually makes sense because I'm reffing today, so I can't play on your team.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm standing there. I don't have the ref shirt on yet. They're like getting onto the field, and it's like indoors, like 4v4, and I'm like, oh, 4v4, cool. It's actually gonna be 5v5 today. Actually, no, it's gonna be 5v4. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna play for them. And like, I just put on the ref jersey. I'm like, I'm calling every call against you. Sorry.
Hey, come here. No, come here. I have something to tell you. I'm gonna fuck you over like really badly. I promise. No, I really do. I promise.
And you're just laughing like you're the Joker. Like,
that's not even funny.
that was terrible. That was scary.
Gross.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the main. There's other things that were shitty in my week, but that's the main fucking kicker. But you had a shitty day. What happened to you?
Today I had to get my car inspected.
Oh no.
So here's the bind I was in.
Mm-hmm.
It's never good to have to do anything with your car ever.
True.
But I've been needing to get my car inspected for like 2 weeks now. I was like, oh fuck, it's out. I have a trip coming up and I need to get it inspected for the trip.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't had any time. I didn't have any time this weekend, and I haven't any time during the week this week. And I was like, you know what the fuck? Like, how am I gonna get it inspected if they're only open like during the hours that I'm working?
Yep.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Corporate America. Corporate America.
So I was like, okay, I'm kind of fucked there. So yesterday I called around at lunch. I was like, oh, maybe like at lunch I can drop it off. There's a place right next door to where I work. I was like, okay, I'll drop it off. And they're like, I called them up. I'm like, yeah, like I'll just leave it. Is it cool if I pick it up in like 4 hours or something?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no. Actually, we don't have any availabilities till Monday. This is on a Wednesday. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. What I have heard of is me making an appointment, showing up for the appointment, and still waiting 2 hours for them to even fucking look at it.
Yes.
After my appointment time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which is that what have you had that experience
it's
as well?
Industry standard, yes.
So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, they don't do appointments. They'll take them down and they don't use them, obviously.
Clearly, yes.
So I was like, okay, you know what? I called the one fucking place in the world that actually uses appointments. They're
Yeah.
booked till Monday. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. So I called the other place that's right next to them. Also, like, like a 3-minute walk from work. It's like not a
Mhm.
big deal. And they're like, yep, we're booked till Monday as well. And I was like, what? Like, that's just crazy.
Also, sorry, this is for an inspection?
Just an inspection. Yeah.
All right.
It's a $20
Already,
thing.
this is an insane story. Continue.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, that sucks. So I guess I just won't get inspected today. And I was going to do it the day before, but it was raining out like crazy. I was like, oh, if I'm going to have to walk to my work,
Yeah.
I'm not going to walk through the rain.
Yeah, fuck that.
So I was like, I didn't do it. I was like, it'll be 2 seconds. And it wasn't 2 seconds. So then I was like, fuck. Like, okay. So this morning, I woke up at like 8. I woke up like 2 hours before I was supposed to be at work. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go in as soon as they open and drop the car off, at some other place, and I'll just wait 2 hours and I'll drive to work. Not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
even remotely close, booked, completely booked. I was like, that's crazy. That's just, I don't never, ever heard of that with an inspection. Whatever, fuck you. Like, okay, I'll go find another place.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's this, I've been saying the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, well,
think about how frustrated I am.
It's extremely frustrating. Yeah.
If you're
I feel
listening to me
frustrated
talking about
listening to you talk about it, and it's like, well, I can't imagine being there. Yeah.
I had to have called 10 places. So this morning on my way to work, so I found a place that was right down the road, and they're like, yeah, we'll take it in, but our inspector doesn't come in until 10. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll drop it off in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick it up after I'm done with work. It's not a big deal. They're like, no, we close at 6. I'm like, okay, fuck, I'd have to leave work early. I was like, okay, I'll come during my lunch if you guys get done in the morning. And they're like, yep, okay. So I drop it off at 8:20.
Gotcha.
Or sorry, like 9:20. I have to be to work at 10.
Okay.
I have to be at work at 9:15. Sorry, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I'm all fucked up. I drop the car off at 9:20. I leave the place at 9:20.
Okay, Eastern Standard Time, by the way.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
I have to be work at 9:45.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
Cutting it close.
Okay. Cutting it kind of close. I have to walk to work, but like the road isn't that big. I was like, it's not gonna take me a fucking half hour to walk to work. I'll be early. I'll go grab some food. That'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in the wrong direction for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And by the time I realized, I'm like, hold on, this looks wrong. This isn't where I go to work. And I was like, fuck. Now I'm late. And I was late to work by like 15 minutes. And I got in trouble. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you so late to work? Like, I was gonna explain it. They're like, dude, this is your warning before we have to do something about it. No. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
that's unbelievable.
It was so frustrating. I was just like, dude, I went through so much trouble, like, just to get my fucking car fixed.
Yeah.
Because I have to get it done before for this weekend before I go. I'm going to Washington, D.C. to see the band. We got a gig in Washington. Like, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
But like, I can't go down there with my inspection out of date.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I had to go through all this trouble just to do that. And then I got in fucking trouble at work. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, fine. Like, I'll deal with it. So then they're like, okay, you can go take lunch. I was like, okay, cool. I'll go pick up the car. Which it was done. They didn't give me a call. Okay. It was done. But it took me my whole lunch just to go get the car and drive it back. And I was late to come back.
Oh, no.
And they're like, that's not a break. That's not a break. Lunch is to have a break in the middle of an 8-hour day. We're on your feet all day, and that's not a break. Just pissed me off. I was like,
that's very annoying.
Is this what it's like to be like uber poor, like India poor? Is that what this is like?
I don't think so. I don't think that bad. But definitely that's what it's like to be a bit poor.
Yeah.
It also sucks. It's just because like this is what happens when you work a job during the day when everybody else works their jobs, and you're like, well, shit. I
Yeah.
have to figure out how to get things done either before work or after work. Both bad options.
And neither of them work.
None of them are good
I'm
options.
working retail. Like, it sucks. Like,
Yeah.
the hours suck.
And there's so many places that are not open on weekends, especially down here. Like nothing is open on Sundays. Nothing.
Oh yeah, in the South, I can imagine.
Yeah, nothing is open. So
absolutely
it's like, all right, some places are open for like 3 hours on Saturday. So you better get in before get in while the getting's good, you know? But yeah, that's crazy. I'm sorry that you got in trouble. That's fucking annoying.
I was like, it was just annoying. I mean, it isn't that crazy. It's not that crazy of a story. It's just like, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
It's bruh.
So I was all pissed off. And
I would be pissed off too, man.
Sleep last night. I didn't get the good sleep.
I literally, Lucas, I woke up this morning and I was like, no. I did that exact noise.
You and me both.
Like someone up, they probably thought I was dying upstairs. Like they're like someone. It's if I woke
did you
up.
genuinely scream?
I did just what I did just then. That's exactly what I did. Just then is what I actually came out loud of my mouth. I quite literally did that because not only was it like not only was I exhausted, but the sun was not shining. Like the sun's coming up later now than usual, and also it was raining. So I'm like, this day just is gonna get, I was like, this day's gonna get worse. I might as well not even like get out of bed. Like there's no point in getting out of bed when you know the day is gonna be bad. But I did anyway.
I thought about calling in sick because of how bad I knew the day was gonna be.
I actually also thought about calling in sick today. We should have. God damn it.
We fucking should have.
Well, I'm glad I'm not alone in this shitty week. I'm glad that it's not just me.
It's not good, man. It's not good shit.
It's some ass. It sucks.
Dude, and then so I make part of the money I make is on commission for like making sales.
Mm-hmm.
This guy came in, he's buying a $2,000 like Fender Stratocaster. Like really expensive guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I worked with him on Monday. He's like, I'm gonna come in Thursday, I'm gonna buy this thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, awesome. He's like, I'll do it under your numbers. And he comes in and I bring it out and I'm just like, oh, you know what? Like, blah, blah, blah. And this guy who hasn't been here for a fucking week because whatever. I actually like this guy. He's a cool guy. But he comes in, he's like, oh, let me help you out with that. And he puts in like his employee number for 50% of the sale. And in my head, I go, fuck it, man.
Oh, no.
In my head, I was like,
oh,
I am so done. I'm going to let him walk all over me. I just let him do it.
That's how defeated you were. Yeah.
That's how defeated I was. Jesus. And then later on, I went up to him like, hey, I got to let you know I was working with him. Like, I don't know why you like threw that in, like whatever. And he was like so nice. He was like super. He's like, oh, dude, I thought like you just like ran into him. Like he was working with somebody else. Like, blah, blah, blah. He was cool about it. And like we re-rolled it to my thing. But it was just like that defeated moment where I was like,
yeah. Like,
you know what? Let's put the cherry on top. Let's put the bleach in my eyes. Let's fucking do it.
Let it go. Let it bleach in my ass. I love that. Is that a saying?
It is now, baby.
I love that. I'm writing it down. That's how much I love that one. Let's put the bleach in my ass. That's so funny because like I would never think of that. Like it's the perfect way to describe how I'm feeling right now. But I would have never thought to say that. Let's just do it. Like fuck the cherry on top. Let's put the bleach in my ass. Let's do it. That's amazing. That should be on a shirt.
That's really
good. Put the bleach in my ass.
Aaron, you have a part in that because I said eyes, but you put ass in there, and that's way better.
Oh, you said bleach in my eyes?
I
thought you said bleach in my ass. Like, let's bleach our assholes.
But that's even better. Let's just put the bleach on my asshole. Let's just fucking do it.
I like that. Put bleach on everything. Just bleach on everything.
Whitens up even your darkest whites, I promise.
OxyClean. Billy Mays with another fantastic product. Do you remember those like Djibouti dubs?
Oh, what he'd like overdub?
Yeah, he would do like the fan. He would basically do those commercials, those infomercials with Billy Mays, and it would just be like him like it would be a shitty product basically. Like they were pretty funny for like middle school. Me loved them.
So it was just like a voice overdub. That's all you would do.
Yeah.
Sounds like something I would absolutely like, really, really love.
No,
It's like bad lip reading.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like you probably have seen them before
probably
because that's
have.
right up your alley. But
It's
they're from like when
exact
we were in
impression.
middle school, like
Dude,
middle
I was all
school
over
YouTube.
I
days.
probably saw it. I
Yeah.
probably did see it then.
Yeah, for sure.
It sounds funny. Have you seen Sham Wow guy in
Yep.
jail?
No, I haven't seen that one. Have you seen the
Because
Sham Woohoo?
Sham Woohoo?
The Sham
What's that?
Woohoo. You haven't seen that one? That one's pretty good. It's literally like
it keeps doing woohoo.
Yeah.
Through the whole thing.
Yep.
I think I have seen that. I think I have.
And it's like you know how the Sham Wow is supposed to like clean up everything? It's literally he's just using like a rag and he wipes stuff off the table. It's so funny. It's very funny.
That sounds great.
But yeah, man, it's been a tough week. I hope to God next week is better. Like
Dude,
I need it to be better.
Need it.
And I mean, I hope that you have like an incredible weekend, you know, like you'll be with the band performing.
Aaron, I don't want to go. It's I
It
want to
isn't.
go. I want to do it. Obviously, I'm going to do it and I'm happy about it. But like after a hard week, the last thing I want to do is drive 7 hours down to Washington D.C., a place I've never been, sleep on the fucking floor, and be uncomfortable for 3 days.
Yeah, Lucas, I couldn't agree more.
I want to play this show; it'll be fun. But what?
I couldn't agree more because like there are so many things I want to do, like with your band. Like you want to go, like you love performing, you want to go, but you're just like, I'm a goddamn 75-year-old man. I can't go do it. And
dude, I squatted today and I went,
yes.
And somebody else was like, what? What the fuck? I was like, I don't feel good. And
my back was hurting.
You just don't.
My back was hurting so bad today that I had to go lay on my bed and do like a starfish for like 10 minutes.
Dude, I literally did that the other day. I went over to my friend's house after work and I was just like, I'm going to lay on your floor. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh.
I'm becoming old and I'm 23 years old. That's not okay. That doesn't make sense.
We're dying. That we've started to decompose already.
We really, honestly,
you haven't
it's sad, but we really have. It's bad. But what things are you looking most forward to in old age? Mine is being able to just like tell people no all the time.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm very excited for that. Like, I already do that now.
Hermit?
I already do that now, but it's like people still. It's like, you know, it's strange. I've noticed this. Friends that we have that are our age, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they fall into two categories. They are 23, but they act like they're like 20 and 21 in college. Yeah. Or they're 23 and they act like they're 35. There's no in between. Like there's just no in between. Like there's people who are growing up and people who are choosing to not grow up, right? I already say no to people already that are like the living in the college days. They're like, hey, come out with me today. Hey, come out with me today. Hey, come out with me today. I'm like, no. First of all, I'm poor. Second of all, I'm tired. So like, it's just not gonna work.
That's such a 30-year-old thing to say.
I know, but I'm so excited for like 30s and 40s when I could just be like, no. And other people
not feel bad about
and not feel bad about it. Like, cause I have just like, no. Like I could make up any excuse. I'd be like, oh, my hip. Like when I'm really old, I could be like, sorry, my hip hurts. I'm not going out. Like that seems so nice. And just like I've seen like parents and grandparents just not give a shit about anything or anyone else. And I love it. I crave it so much. Like just let me not do it. Let me sit on the couch and eat salsa for an entire 24 hours.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
I want that
Aaron,
so bad.
Let's eat salsa together someday.
I would love a 24 hours salsa binge. That would be amazing.
Dude, and what's even crazier is we could do that now.
Oh, we totally could, but we feel bad.
I feel bad.
And there's so much I want to do. Like
attached.
Both you and I, like we have goals that we want to do. Like we want to accomplish things. And I'm like, oh, well, I need to do that. But that's another thing. Like when people ask me to hang out, I'm like, now it's not because like, no, I want to do nothing. It's no, I want to start figuring out ways to get this podcast out more. I want to like work on my music. I want to do other shit that does not involve going out and spending money on alcohol. Like I do enjoy doing that, but I can't every night. How do people do that? I don't get it.
It's just like what the thing is, Aaron. It pisses me off.
That was okay. That was really, so funny the way you did. You're like, I mean, I don't know.
It was genuine. I do that as a joke sometimes, but that was real. That was real. I was trying to figure out.
It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming.
Well, it's just I want to do so much fucking shit, and there's just not enough time.
There's not.
There's just not enough time. And every time I get like a moment where I'm like, okay, I don't feel dirt tired and unoverwhelmed, or just like feel normal.
Yeah.
There isn't a time where I feel that way, where I'm not like, okay, I have a billion things to do that I want to get done.
Yeah.
And I feel like every single moment of that gets taken up with there's some bullshit little like the fucking soccer team, or like having to get my car inspected. Like what the fuck?
It's just stupid adult shit that like I'm not about. That's kind of that's the worst part about being an adult is all that shit. But like, I mean, I'm looking like this fucking soccer team. What am I doing? Why do I have to deal with that shit?
It's just a soccer team.
It's very upsetting.
Maybe that's the problem, is we're too emotionally invested in things going well.
Oh, Lucas.
Or is that called
I
giving up?
I should get that tattooed on my goddamn forehead.
I'm too emotionally invested.
I'm too emotionally invested on things going well. Yes. That's the title of my fucking autobiography. It's terrible.
I'll ghostwrite it for you.
Please do. I would love that. Like a paragraph is me, and then it's so clearly you. The next paragraph. Like, wait, that doesn't make. How does that flow? That doesn't make sense. That'd be an amazing book to read. Like you don't know what's coming next. Like it all of a sudden shifts. That'd be funny.
Talk about a time waster.
But what else are you like? What else do you see that like old people do that you're like, man, I can't wait for that? Because, I mean, obviously, you don't want to get unhealthy and shit, but there are some things that look pretty great.
Dude, they get stoned all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just because I work at Guitar Center.
It's probably because you work at Guitar Center.
But it's just like every old person who comes in, I'm like, oh. Like, they reek. They're smoking, and they're smoking, and they're smoking. And it's like, like, I guess you could do that if you're old. Yeah. I don't know if I look forward to it. Like, I feel like when I'm 90 and on my deathbed, I'm shooting up.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure.
Fuck it.
Yep.
You know?
I can see that happening.
I have nothing to lose at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think it's that not giving a shit of like, A, you have all the time in the world to do whatever you want, and B, you have the money.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the people who spend the most money.
Yeah.
Dude, all these old people, they save up. They think that there are a lot of them who are poor, but there's like all of them think they're poor. Only like 40% of them are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
Like they have so much fucking money to blow. So many of them. And they do it, at least at Guitar Center. Like you see this like 80-year-old guy, he's on his deathbed. He's like, I'm buying the Martin guitar I wanted when I was 16. And now I have enough money. And you go, whoa, don't fall up.
No!
And then he's like, I have enough money to buy it. And he pulls it out and he goes, this isn't right. Send it back. Go, okay. I guess I have to do that. I don't know if you'll still be around to receive it, but if you want to get one that is slightly different, sure.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Dude, okay. That leads me into one of my stories. There's this old guy who called me up on the phone, and he's like, yeah, I want to get this recorded. He's like really sweet guy.
Yeah.
He's like being really, really nice to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like whatever, like this and that. And he's like, yeah, like everything in the world should be good. Like people should be optimistic. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, dude. Like preach it.
Man.
He's like, actually, I was a preacher. He's telling me like about like
how
he's like loves God. And, how he met Leonard Skinner and like he was an act of God and like he was like he just kept going on and on and on. And then he was like, oh, this part of the Bible, it says like this beautiful thing is gonna happen, but first we must face the plague, and we're in it right now. Where 2/3 of the human population is gonna die. And I went, you believe that?
Lucas, you're the only person in the world that would respond with, you believe that? That's so funny.
And he went, of course. And I went, all right, dude, cool. That's awesome.
Did he say like, I see a lot of myself in you? Like, is he one of those guys?
He totally was like, I'm bestowing these lessons. He talked to me for a half hour on the phone at work. Everybody's pissed off that I was taking so long on the phone. And he was like really trying to be nice and like, like help me out in life. And like, I swear to God, like halfway into the conversation, he went, oh, what? Lorraine, your fucking package is here. Lorraine, your fucking package. And he went, God's love is so good. God's love. Thank Christ. Thank Christ for what my life is giving.
Oh my God.
And I was dying. I was like, what? How do you not understand the fucking irony of being a total asshole to whoever Lorraine is? And then like, what the hell?
And then turning right around and be like, Jesus Christ is showing us love today. And I wanted to put some of that love on you. Like, that's so funny. It sounds like honestly, it's funny that her name is Lorraine. I was just gonna say it sounds just like Biff from Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the
old Biff.
And the
sounds
second
like old Biff.
Well, also like in the second one, right? When Trump Biff is like everyone loves him, right? Like everyone loves Trump Biff. But then he turns around and he beats the crap out of Lorraine. That's what it sounds like to me.
He gives her that ripe backhand.
Yeah.
With the rings on.
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt. So that was
that's insane though.
That's old people. There's a lot of old people who go to Guitar Center.
There's too many old people, honestly. But like when I get old, I can't wait to also like fart whenever I want to, and like I'm not gonna hold it in.
I'm excited to not care enough to just fart on people.
Yeah.
That guy looks like an asshole. Let's crop dust him.
Yeah.
And you got those old farts. So,
and they smell. Yes.
Dude, your shit's been fermenting for 80 years.
Yeah, and also like
stink.
When you're an old man, like nothing works, right? So like you could like time out like, all right, if I eat this Taco Bell, like I'll be ready in 20 minutes. Like I'll be ready to fart in 20 minutes. Like I
don't absorb any of these nutrients. Let's shit this.
The nutrients in Taco Bell. Yeah. So much nutrients. I'm so delirious right now. I'm so delirious right now. It's absurd. But anyway, do you have a pitch for me?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Okay.
Hit me.
Well, first off, I want to talk about it's just a quick meme I saw.
Okay.
It was LeBron James Jr.
Okay.
He's playing some league basketball.
Okay.
And he refuses to wear his father's number because he's afraid that people will know who he is.
That can't be real.
His name, I repeat, his name is LeBron James Jr.
Yes. And also ESPN.
The number will give him away.
No, that's ridiculous. That can't be true. Because
it's got to be.
It has to be a meme. Because ESPN reports on him just as much as they report on
really?
LeBron. No, it's crazy. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's nuts.
LeBron James Jr.
LeBron James Jr. Yeah.
LeBron James Jr.
Also, speaking of LeBron, just really quickly, there was a hilarious like alert that I got from ESPN. So I have like basketball alerts on, and there's one that popped up and was like LeBron injured in game, and I was like, oh no, that's crazy. I open it up, and it was just like, just kidding, LeBron got back up, he's fine. And I was like, what? What the fuck?
They got you, dude.
Like they have to Like LeBron must have in his contract, it's like, hey, every time I might possibly be hurt, like if I'm on the ground for more than 1 second, you send out a notification right away. You let everyone know that I might be injured. Just to gauge where the public's at. Like, we don't know. We got to see where they're feeling me at all times.
Do people care about LeBron James being potentially injured at all? I bet they track clicks. I bet they're like, yep,
no,
Aaron
for
Glenn likes
sure.
LeBron James.
They for sure track clicks. There's no way they don't.
That's fucked up.
That's so funny, though. I mean, that was so funny. It's like, no, he's fine. LeBron's fine.
Oh, yeah. No,
anyway.
that thing. Yeah, I lied to you, so don't worry.
Yeah. Anyway, your pitch.
Okay, so here's my pitch.
Yep.
It's a movie.
Perfect.
Or a skit. It's more likely a skit.
We're on a skit high right now.
Yeah. Write this down. It's good.
Okay.
Have you seen 127 Hours?
I have never seen that. No.
James Franco.
I know.
Anybody who
I know what
doesn't-
it's about. Yeah.
But for anybody who doesn't know, I'll explain it. I haven't seen it either, by the way.
Perfect.
LeBron James Jr. James Franco is hiking by himself. And while he's hiking or rock climbing or something, he gets a rock falls and pinches his arm in between a boulder and a rock wall. Or his arm or some part of his body. And he gets stuck there because, it's pinched. It's all fucked up for 127 hours until he has to finally make some sort of decision as to what he's going to do. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what happens.
I know exactly what happens. That's why I won't watch the movies, because I know what happens.
Spoiler alert, what happens?
He cuts off his arm.
Oh. Like a fucking wolf.
Yeah.
Badass.
Disgusting. Despicable.
Well,
die like
wolves
a man.
and sheeps, baby. Wolves and sheeps, baby. He's a wolf.
You already know. He's a wolf.
Yeah, I already know.
LeBron James, also a wolf.
LeBron James Jr., fucking sheep, tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
Got his dad's name. Okay, so here's the pitch.
Okay.
We reenact the whole film, all 90 minutes.
All 127 hours.
All 127 hours. And it's a man on the toilet without any toilet paper. And he's got to make a decision. He's sweating. He's on the toilet. He realizes. He's all optimistic sitting down. He's like, this is going to be the best shit of my life. I'm so fucking excited. You know what? They say don't shit by yourself, but I'm going to fucking do it anyway. What's the worst that could happen? He sits down. He takes his shit. He's like, that felt fucking good. God put a prostate in my ass for a reason. and then he, you know what I mean? Like, he's feeling fucking great. And he reaches over and dum 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 bum, bum, bum. And you have Hans Zimmer comes in, right?
We're getting Hans Zimmer.
How he does that.
We're able to get Hans Zimmer because our budget's so small because it's one location the entire shot. It's just
right. We spend the whole budget on Hans.
Yeah. That's incredible.
And he realizes there's no toilet paper. And he spends 127 hours on the toilet trying to figure out how to, he goes through all these options. Eventually he cuts his asshole off.
I was going to say he cuts his arm off to wipe his ass with his arm.
And he infects his arm and he dies.
Yeah.
From gangrene. He gets pink arm. No, he gets pink arm. Like pink eye, but in your arm.
I'm down for it. I think that's hilarious. That'd be an amazing skit.
It'd be a good skit, right?
It'd be a really good skit. It would be so bad as a movie. Like it would be hilarious. You'd have to get like Andy Samberg to play.
You'd have to have somebody huge.
Yeah.
And it'd be really. I don't know if you remember. There was a Twilight spoof that came out.
Yep. I know exactly
something
which one you're
vampires. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know. I forgot what it was called.
When I was 12 years old, it was the funniest fucking movie I'd ever seen.
It was. I loved that movie when it came out. It was
when
so
it came
funny.
out.
Yeah,
I laughed my ass off. And now that I think about it, I'm like, it was probably terrible.
Yeah, it probably was. I know it had.
We could hit that mark.
There was a specific Black Eyed Peas joke that I remember.
There was a It was
like,
and it was
oh my
like
god,
the
it's the Black Eyed Peas. Like that was funny as fuck.
Because they were vampires.
Yeah.
Or something, right?
No, it's because they look like the three vampires look
yeah,
like
they
the
do,
Black
they
Eyed
do.
Peas. Um,
I
fuck.
want to watch that actually.
I kind of
What's
want to
that
watch
called?
it too. So, it's something vampires. I know that.
Yeah.
I
But
want to
yeah,
say it's
so
like, oh man, I don't know. But yeah, it's stupid as hell, but it's funny. Isn't it like a Wayans brother?
oh, it's called Vampires Suck.
Vampire Suck. Is there a Wayans brother in it?
Doesn't look like it.
Hmm.
Oh, Ken Jeong from Community
Yep.
and The Hangover is in it.
Okay. We love
So
him.
is I can't even I don't know what this guy's also been in.
Mhm.
But he has a recognizable face.
You know what's crazy about Ken Jeong? I watched his like most recent stand-up special and it was horrible. And I think it's because he's reached a level of like fame that he's no longer in touch with people.
Really? You think so?
Genuinely, because like the entire time, and it's not that he's not in touch with people actually, it's more that he just has so much more experience in movies now that that's all he talked about in the special. Was like he
Oh.
would say like I did a movie called The Hangover and the audience would like applaud and it was like I was like, "Oh, I don't
Oh,
like
he's
that."
just that's shitty because he's just taking advantage of the one thing he's known for.
Yeah, exactly. That and he's now known for like that Crazy Rich Asians he was good in.
Oh, was he in that too?
Yeah, and
I
are
thought
you
that was
kidding
really
me?
good.
They're going to do a movie called Crazy Rich Asians without Ken Jeong?
What?
That'd be crazy.
What are you saying?
Why would
Oh,
they
if they
why
did-
would they
oh,
do
if-
that movie without him?
He is the craziest Asian. I don't know if he's. I guess he is rich.
He's
too.
nuts. Yeah. Dr. Ken. He went to Duke though, which makes me want
Oh,
to
God.
kill him.
Well,
Strangle him.
looks like cancer's already taken care of that for you. What's going on here?
No,
You see
his
this?
wife had cancer.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, but it's really funny because his wife's name is Ho. And so he's always like, I love you, Ho, and like all that, but he like plays it out to mean like Ho. It's very funny.
Oh, that's fun. Was that in his stand-up?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite jokes of his. But everything else was just like, I was in Crazy Rich Asians.
I hate that. One of
It was
my
bad.
least favorite things with stand-ups is when
Mhm.
they do like they just cut like their whole bit is wow, there's one particular thing about me. And this is the particular thing. And it's
Mhm.
always I don't think this is ableist of me. However, every time there's somebody with a disability, they get up on stage, their whole bit is about how they have a disability.
Yeah,
Like they're like,
it does happen.
and
like
it's like, yeah, everybody's gonna find this funny because all of a sudden it's okay to laugh about it. Like,
yeah, yeah.
and it's I don't know. It's A, it seems cheap to me,
Mhm.
and B, like I guess it's like okay, fine, you're cool with it, but it's kind of just like degrading to yourself. I don't know. Like
Mhm.
it's kind of it's kind of just shitty all around.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you
I
seen
agree.
those? And the worst part is they're funny. They are funny. I always
Yeah.
laugh at these people.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
But I don't know
man,
if I'd be
like,
able to sit through like an hour.
No, it's always like a 5-minute or
Yeah.
10-minute clip.
Yeah. Which
You
is
know?
good, which is funny. Like they shouldn't if they were to do like an hour special, which is very rare. Like it's very rare that you find people that get hour. If you have someone that's getting an hour special, it's on Netflix. Like that's about it.
Yeah.
But first of all, I need to get wings after this because those look delicious.
They're great.
Do you want to jump into an is it weird quick before we end the show?
We're running out of time, sir.
So, all right, I got to figure out what's the best one here to do. All right, I'm doing this one. Is it weird that I feed my dog my eye boogers?
Oh no! Oh no!
And the only things underneath it are she likes them. She eats them.
No!
It's disgusting.
Your dog would eat your if you let them.
Ew,
You're idiots. What the fuck
Lucas,
are you talking about?
Why'd you bring that up? Ew.
Because I'm saying dogs are idiots. They don't know what the fuck they're eating. They go, salty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was. Oh. That's
They
so
would.
gross. I know, but
Aaron,
no, don't even say it
your
again.
dog at
Don't
home.
even, no,
Your
don't,
dog
shut
at
up.
home.
Don't even say it. Don't even say it. That's disgusting. Oh my God. This person's weird. This is weird.
It is weird. It's fucking weird. And it's
Honestly,
honestly, it's kind of
disturbing.
fucked up that you're doing
Disturbing.
that to your dog.
Yeah,
Because they don't know what the fuck they're eating.
they don't.
You know what you're feeding them.
Exactly.
I think that's messed up.
It is fucking messed up.
It's like you ever see these people, and God, Aaron, I hope you don't do this. There's these people, a lot of people do this. They let their dogs lick their feet clean.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I would never.
I'm sorry, if you're out there and you let your dog lick your feet clean,
Mhm.
I'm not into it.
I don't even
Tell you
like
right
when my
now-
dog licks my face.
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
gross,
"Ugh."
man.
Like, no.
And it's like yeah, their tongues are already gross. You're gonna like put your like foot fungus in it.
Yeah.
Not my thing. Not my thing at all.
No
I'm not into it.
thanks. Next. No thank you.
I do have a family member who does that, and I love her to death, but I can't get on board. I just can't do it.
That's disgusting. They should be put in prison. All right, last one. Is it weird that when I listen to music, I think of like mini stories?
Is there more?
No, that's it. I don't think this is
Um,
actually, I feel heard for the first time in my life because
Yeah,
I have
no.
done this forever.
Do you always do that?
Always. I don't think there's ever a moment when I'm listening to a song that I'm not thinking of like the music video for the song. Like what I would make
Wow.
the music video as if like the song was about me, like what's the storyline, like things like that. I'm constantly thinking about that.
Aaron, that makes so much sense with the way you write lyrics. It makes
Like,
a lot of sense.
I don't know why. I'm just always thinking about that when I'm listening to the song.
Like visuals. Like you
Yeah,
picture visuals.
Yeah, all the time. Like when you would like even when I was in like middle school and high school, like riding the bus to school,
Yeah.
I would like have my headphones in and just be like thinking, looking out the window and like daydreaming about what I'm listening to.
I don't do that.
Really interesting.
I don't do it. I do it sometimes if there's like a clear cut story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they describe a picture really well, and I go, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I think of when I hear it, I think of that's a cool way to say that,
Mhm.
or like the words, how they're written.
Yeah.
I don't even know the right way to say it. Like they have to really like push the image into my head.
Yeah.
That's cool that you do that anyway, though. I wish I did that more.
Sometimes it's annoying. I'm not gonna lie, because
Why?
it's like I have to almost like it's hard for me to sit and just like I can't passively listen to music. It's just impossible for me. Like I have to be like paying attention to what I'm listening to.
Like even the lyrics.
Not, I mean, it doesn't have to be the lyrics, but like I can't be like I can't do work while listening to music.
But like, and actually have listened to it.
What do you mean?
But Aaron, I think it's like a musician's thing, though.
Yeah, I think so too.
'Cause the way we think of music is not the way most people think of music.
True. Like so
'Cause
lots of people
background, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, some people think of it as background noise. Yeah, you're right. And I'm like, if
Yeah.
I'm listening to this, I'm listening to like
I'm gonna
a piece
listen
of
to it.
art, and I'm choosing to listen to it.
Right.
So like I'm gonna give it my attention.
It's like I'm not gonna make the Mona Lisa my screensaver. You know?
It's like to me, it's kind of like no, I guess that's a much better metaphor than what I was gonna say. So
What
I
were you
agree
gonna
with you.
say?
Well, I was thinking of a metaphor that would not have made sense at all. I was like, it'd be like you were walking through an art museum, but looking at the art on your phone. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's not bad. Not as good though.
Or like, I guess you'd be like, you're playing Flappy Bird on your phone while you're in an art museum.
No, it'd be like going to do your work on your laptop
Mm-hmm.
at the cafe at an art museum.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, I just want
But
it for the
only if you buy a
atmosphere.
cappuccino. It has to be a cappuccino. If you're buying anything else, it doesn't even count.
No, well, that's just a day in the life. For
I
me,
walk into any coffee shop. I go, you didn't get a cappuccino?
Did I tell you I'm writing a script? Actually, I'm writing a script right now. Do you know anybody in the industry? Do you know anybody in the industry right now?
Hey, do you know like anyone I could talk to possibly? Hey, are you in the industry? Can I show you my script? It's only 300 pages long. All right, can you read it quickly? Do you want to read it
Yeah,
quickly?
they say page a minute. They say page a minute.
Yep.
It's gonna be 300-minute movie.
300 minutes. Do you know Peter Jackson? Can we get in touch with him, please?
I wrote Lord of the Rings Part 2.
Yeah. I think he's really gonna like it. But yeah, that's all we got for today. Thank you guys for listening to us as we go on about our terrible weeks. I hope that everyone else has had a better week than us.
That's
Make
all
sure.
you did.
Yep.
So good for you.
Good for you. But make sure to follow us on all social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and like and subscribe. Please subscribe to our YouTube. Dear God, tell your friends to subscribe, because guess what? Nothing changes about your life if you subscribe. Look at hip and cool Lucas telling you to subscribe.
Subscribe, baby. Subscribe.
Exactly.
And just subscribe, and it's so easy. But what?
That was so good. I couldn't have said it better myself. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you all for listening. We will see you next week.